do you feel like they're setting y'all up for like the drama, for the moment? So do you feel like they're setting y'all up for these moments to fight, or they're not trying to be helpful? Because, you know, we see it's a lot of negative reality TV out right now, if we're being honest. Like, I feel like one thing I do respect about Housewives, outside of Portia when she drug King at that time, y'all don't really get to the point of throwing hands.
Oh gosh, no.
You know, y'all don't fight. You know what I'm saying? But reality TV, like, they want to see people fighting. They want to see the drink thrown. Like, do y'all remember when Jennifer from Basketball Wives threw that drink and Eric, her ex-husband, came and threw that drink in her face? Like, I mean, it was just like, but...
And Ray J threw that drink at Princess.
She threw the drink at him,
but then she threw him in the pool.
But you have to realize, like, moments like this is like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like abusive a little bit.
Is.
You know, like, you know, seeing people hit on each other. So do y'all feel like women are held to a different standard than like the men are? Because like if a man has a moment, it's like, oh my gosh, ha ha ha. Then a woman, it's like, oh, she's ghetto, she's trashy, but they set y'all up for that.
Yeah, I think it's always different standards.
Yeah.
Like with women versus men, it's always going to be different. And it's just men, you know, they release their emotions by going to the gym and releasing some sort of physical energy, where women are internal. Biblically, we were taken from the inner. So I think just naturally, you know, we react very emotionally. And that's fine. That's the difference in men and women. So I think for women, we can use our vocabulary. We can use our vernacular. We can go toe to toe. And I think it's unfortunate when we have to get to that point. I think when we get to that point, we need to reevaluate our trauma levels, our response levels. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. My first season, I did lunge at Toya.
Oh, yeah, you showed
So I'm not going to sit up here. I'm not saying nothing I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, she got me to that point.
She said,
Girl, I think the security, like, jumped on me. Because you do find yourself in that situation where... Listen, I got a lot going on at home. Try me, and that's where we came to. Happy to say now we are really good friends.
Y'all are.
We are. She is literally like my village right now. Like my kids were with her on Easter.
Oh my goodness.
And her kids come over and spend the night and vice versa. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's great when, as girl women, we can turn that thing around. But, you know, when sometimes it just goes down like that.
Do you feel like you have been fairly portrayed on the show that you've been on? And do you feel like it's ever been, like they've ever portrayed you to be more dramatic than the situation really was?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, they're catching a lot of film. And, you know, we got to tell a story and you got to edit it down. So I feel like, you don't always get the true 100% essence of everything. And so it can be perceived. But I feel like, honestly, people that see me. And after 4 years, I think people kind of know me. They be like, okay, Drew crazy. Okay, Drew, shut up. You talk too much. Like, they know me. And I'm like, okay, I know my own quirks. And I think now the fans are getting a chance to see the good and the bad and the ugly. And I said, that's why I signed up. I'm not perfect. You know, you guys are definitely going to see me make mistakes and apologize and be, you know, but I'm dealing with a lot of life. I think on the show, a lot of people talk about what they're dealing with, but y'all actually in my story see it.
And I will say, like, the Nashville scene when y'all were at the dinner table and you were trying to be open and then, like, Portia kind of, like, shut it down and you were like, all right, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because one thing about you gonna walk out the room and be like, I'm done. I'm not, what is it? What else? Like, I'm removing myself from the situation.
Yeah.
I think that was the smartest thing to do. And I noticed a lot you do that this season. You're like, hey.
Protect my peace.
Yes, you have been protecting your peace this season. And I think that's important for people to notice. Like, you know, you're like, hey, I came to Nashville. Now, I will say, I know Angela invited you, but I do wish, why you didn't call Portia and just be like, hey, Angela invited me. I just want to make sure it's okay that I come. You did. You did.
Let me say.
Okay.
I was blocked.
Okay.
Like, it's just certain things that I'm like, oh, I just want y'all to know. You know, the girl blocked me. I was blocked. Okay. She blocked me on social media and she blocked me in real life.
Oh.
Okay.
So there are text messages that I guess she didn't see. There were things that I didn't want to do, that I didn't feel like I should be at certain places. But
Production, of course, they gotta do the.
I'm not gonna say that.
But is it me
I
that
know
just
it.
feels like
Y'all
if y'all
grown for making her show up.
But is it me that just feels like if y'all are already having an issue and y'all already not getting along, why do you need to ask her, can you go somewhere? Even
Well,
if
it was for her birthday. They went to Nashville for her birthday. And Angela and Drew are friends. And Angela was like,
Right.
well, I want Drew to come so y'all can work everything out.
Sounds
okay.
good.
So I'm saying,
Sounds
but even
good.
still, why does she need to text Portia?
To be like, hey, I'm coming to Nashville. And I just want to make sure it's cool because this is your birthday trip.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
gonna
hear you.
say I text her. I'm not gonna say that I did
Yeah.
that. But there were messages that I was sending to her that I was blocked.
Okay.
So for that reason, it was just like, okay, and y'all saw me try to go and have a conversation
Did.
as a grown woman
Yes.
a few times. And it's like at a certain point, girl, we're not gonna talk about it. Because as girlfriends, as y'all are,
Yes.
like, I hold my feet to the fire. You know, get me together. If I did something wrong, tell me I did you wrong. Let's talk about it. So I feel like maybe we weren't the friends that I thought we were because a real one would have like called me and said something, especially when we were talking and having multiple conversations and texting and everything was all good.
Yeah.
So I just felt like in this instance, okay, I'm gonna just go along. You know what I mean? At this point, but at a certain point, because y'all saw me go to court the day before, it was a lot going on in my personal life that I was like, you know what? I've tried. I asked everybody, do y'all have a problem with me? Because I'm the type of girl that's like, y'all can do all this cute stuff in confessionals. And y'all can say all this in your little scenes that I'm not there and y'all bringing my name up. But now I'm here.
Yeah.
Tell me to my face.
Yeah.
And because no one
what you
did,
said.
say what you said and stand on it. And the fact that nobody did, I was like, okay, well then I'm leaving then. Because I know you guys have been talking amongst each other, but if we're not gonna have a real conversation, I kind of tend to lean into like real girls. That's like,
I just feel like you
Same.
didn't
You know
do
what I mean?
anything. And everybody keeps being like, well, this her baby daddy. And Cynthia's like, well, because if anybody did this with Leon, first of all, it's Leon. I get it.
Well, what's wrong with
what? We love
No,
Leon.
I'm saying, no, I'm agreeing because if anybody is outside with Leon and Leon is my baby daddy, I'm gonna be mad too. I'm protecting Leon. That's what I'm saying.
You would be mad if you
If
and
my
the baby daddy not together no more. You would be mad if
and
somebody
my
outside.
baby daddy is Leon. That's what I'm saying. Leon. Your baby daddy is Dennis. No shade to Dennis. But
He's like, it ain't that
We
deep.
love Dennis, guys.
We love Dennis, but let's
you said what you
relax,
said.
and it's about work.
Yeah.
Honestly, Drew did not do nothing wrong.
I agree.
So let me say.